If you're hunting for security vulnerabilities or just investigating a bug in a web application, Burp Suite can be the only tool you'll ever need. To intercept HTTP traffic, one can simply use Wireshark or any other network sniffer because of the clear text nature of the HTTP protocol. However, we are currently seeing widespread internet adoption of TLS with its latest version 1.3 promising several improvements, especially around the speed sector. So clear HTTP traffic is not that often encountered in the real world. Another drawback of using network sniffers is that they lack certain HTTP specific features around request manipulation, replays, and not only. There are ways to import HTTP traffic from Wireshark to Burp, if that's your only option, but this is beyond the scope of this course. If we set up Burp as a proxy in the browser and try to visit a HTTP website, you will get an error. This happens because Burp is breaking the certificate chain between the client browser and the server, which is the website. Browsers won't let us visit these sites because they see Burp's certificate instead of the website's. The certificate is self-signed, hence not signed by a trusted CA and by the browser. We can overcome this problem by importing Burp CA into the browser's key store, and we'll see how to do that later on in this course. A piece of advice: have two browsers on your system. Use one for research and the other with Burp. This way, you can import the Burp CA in a single browser. On my macOS system, I'm going to use Firefox as my Burp browser because it has its own certificate store. This means the certificates are different from the system's trust store. Safari and Chrome both use the system's trust store accessible via keychain. Choose whatever you prefer. I went with Firefox because I want to avoid importing unnecessary certificates in my system's trust store. While adding the Burp CA to the browser's trust store is enough for browsing, what if we want to intercept traffic from a mobile application or even a desktop application? We can usually set a system-wide proxy and send that traffic to Burp. For mobile apps, we still need to install the Burp CA and make sure it's trusted. However, that's not the only hurdle. Lots of security-conscious developers have implemented certificate pinning for their mobile or desktop apps. So, what is certificate pinning? HTTP public key pinning is a now deprecated security mechanism delivered via HTTP header, which allows HTTP websites to resist impersonation by attackers using fraudulent certificates. Note that browsers have replaced it with the expect-CT mechanism. The server delivers to the client a set of hashes of public keys which must appear in the certificate chain of future connections to the same domain name. A similar mechanism is used by applications to validate that the servers they're connecting to are genuine and not your Burp proxy. We can bypass this mechanism using the right tools like Frida and the rooted or jailbroken device, but there is some more to be done. But that's just a heads up in case you want to go down that road.